Hello, my treasured friends. If you are watching this and you are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for helping me get to 10,000 subscribers. That is an absolutely insane number to me that I never thought I would reach. So I thought today, in celebration of 10,000 subscribers, we could just do something a little fun and look through my old Tumblr blog archives because I'm sure there's some interesting relics in there. Alright, the gamer girl headphones are on, and let us delve into the depths of my old Tumblr blogs. So this was my first ever Tumblr account that I made in like 2011. I was deep into my One Direction phase at the time, as you can clearly see by this very graphic design is my passion-esque blog theme. Yeah, literally you can't read like anything because of this ridiculous tiled collage background. Yeah, incredible things happening here. All right, let's take a peek into the archives. All right, first off, we've got a digital camera mirror selfie of me that got 0 notes 12 years ago. Wow, that's kind of scary. I was also deep into my Cody Simpson phase at this time. So I just posted this really grainy ass picture of Cody Simpson, I guess. So if you have seen like my first ever video on Flipnote Hatena, I mentioned how there was like a lot of Justin Bieber hate around this time, like in the late 2000s, early 2010s, that I participated in particular because I love Cody Simpson, and like I don't know why, but I just kind of like pitted them against each other and like was constantly trying to argue that like Cody Simpson is better than Justin Bieber, even though like fame wise I think Justin Bieber was winning that competition. And yet here I was, like literally possibly even in the same day, reblogging something that had a Justin Bieber gif on it. Once again, another very crunchy JPEG here. I'm sure anyone who was old enough to be conscious in the early 2010s remembers like swag culture. I really don't know how this person was complimenting my blog, because literally this makes your eyes bleed. Like, what is going on here? Okay, I think I showed this picture in, well, actually I might have showed this in the what happened to customization video. My very first laptop covered in all the Justin Bieber stickers. And again, this is only like a couple months after I was like making Justin Bieber hate posts. I had just done a complete 180. Okay, I think this was a big post on Tumblr at the time, so let me know if you remember this post, or just like posts in general where it was just the whole thing was just a long string of like reaction gifs. These types of memes, I think they were called motivational posters, were a huge thing at the time as well. This was one of my personal favorite ones. And now we see around the time when I started really getting into anime, and the particular anime that kind of kicked that off was Hetalia. Let me know if there are any refugees of the Hetalia fandom here in the comments. Okay, I don't know if anyone remembers this. It was like a browser-based photo editing website called Picnic that was huge in like the late 2000s, early 2010s. And I went ham on that thing. I used it for like selfies, and here you can see that I used it to make a banner photo for my One Direction fan fiction. I remember I posted it on a website that no longer exists, that I believe it was called One Direction fanfiction.net or something like that. And yeah, and these days like fanfiction websites like fanfic.net and Archive of Our Own definitely existed, but there were also a lot more of like fandom specific websites for like fan fictions of a certain fandom. So there was this One Direction one. I think there was also like Justin Bieber fanfic.net. If anyone was in the K-pop fandom, you probably remember Asian fanfics. Not sure if that's still up or not, but the One Direction one definitely is not. So sadly, I will not be doing a dramatic reading of my One Direction fanfiction today. I probably like have it in a Word doc on that old pink laptop you just saw a picture of. But that is at my parents' house, and the like charging port on it is super finicky, and like it won't turn on unless it's plugged in. So there's a possibility I could get into it and see what fanfic relics are in there, but no promises. Okay, if you follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen this picture. This was also made using Picnic, and yes, that is me. Age 14, airbrushed the shit out of my face and added like bad fake eyeliner in Picnic, my over-tweezed to hell and back eyebrows. 2011 was certainly a time. Okay, and this is a picture I drew of One Direction if they were bubble-headed anime boys, I guess, that went in this like scrapbook that I guess someone was going to give to One Direction. I'm not sure if they ever actually did receive it or not, but if so, then I guess they've seen this really bad drawing of mine. Who remembers Rage comics? I love that we're still kind of using some of these, like, maybe not these exact, like, Rage comic faces, but, like, Rage comic-esque faces as memes today. Rage comics are eternal to me. And then here is a Picnic edited selfie of mine. I think I took this using my laptop webcam, so that's why the quality is potato. This one actually got 2 notes. Look at me go. So that's about it for this blog. I only had this account from I think September 2011 to April 2012 because that's about as long as my One Direction phase lasted. And after that, I kind of moved on to like anime and Vocaloid. But luckily, I still have access to the blog that I made after this, so we can see what was going on there. And that one I had for a lot longer. That one I had for like a few years, I think. So this one, I don't know why, but before I like moved from this account to a different one, I deleted my theme, so it just has the default theme. We can't make fun of my graphic design as my passion ass theme on this one. So yeah, as you can see, this picks up right where we left off in May 2012. Yeah, like I said, moving into my Vocaloid phase here. Oh, and like summer 2012 was also when I got deep into my smosh phase for the first time, because right now I'm deep into my smosh phase for the second time. Did I do this? Or is this my picture? I don't remember this. I do not remember painting smosh rocks on my nails, but that is absolutely the kind of thing I would do. That's really funny. I have no memory of this, but I'm pretty sure this is a picture of me in my old bedroom. That's actually hilarious. Yeah, we've got the Hetalia yaoi going on here. I was watching very concerning animes like Elfen Lied and Higurashi at way too young an age. Why is this fucking picture on this blog too? Girl, let it go. We've got some other art of mine that is marginally better. I was a big Full Metal Alchemist girly. You can see the One Direction pictures poking out of the side there. And then Princess Zelda. Okay. This is crazy. Actually, I do remember this picture because I think that was my laptop wallpaper for a long time. The Anthony Padilla thirst was real. Oh, I remember there used to be this, like, Japanese store that I went to one time, and so I got these, like, toe socks that are meant for wearing with, like, those Japanese sandals. I don't remember what they're called. I want to say they're called tabi, but that could be wrong. But yeah, I just wore these, like, normally with just, like, sneakers. I was deep into my weeaboo phase here. Tumblr is nominated as Best Social Network on Teen Choice Awards. Do not vote for Tumblr. I repeat, don't do that. Vote for Facebook or other social network. Don't let this happen, or else we will be dead. Yeah, I remember the vibe on Tumblr back then was like very gatekeepy. Like we didn't want any of the normies infiltrating the website. Alright, why don't we maybe flash forward a year here? Because at some point, I enter my Homestuck phase, and I think that would be interesting to see. Now, why did I tag a post about Car Kit with "shut up, he's a cutie"? Anyways. Okay, I clicked on this because I feel like this is like a classic example of like the kind of style that was popular at the time. Like this haircut in particular. I remember like all the big Tumblr girlies had that. Why the hell did I post this? So yeah, this time I think my main interests were still Italia, Free Iwatobi Swim Club, Homestuck, and like Attack on Titan. Oh, and also, I wasn't really into the whole Super Hulock thing. I was just into Sherlock, which is arguably the worst of the three. This post, because the acting and writing on Sherlock is so incredible. Citation needed. I think we sometimes forget to talk about the cinematography / special effects work on the show. Okay, sure, Jan. Okay, I kind of want to go to the time when dashcon was happening and see if I reblogged any dashcon posts. We are starting to see some K-pop posts because this was the beginning of my K-pop phase. Here's Luhan, who is my favorite member of my favorite group, EXO. Here's another great example of the Tumblr fashion of the era. It looks like I also started reblogging a lot more like aesthetic posts around this time. And eventually I did just kind of transition into a full-blown aesthetic blogger. It was only like last year that I made another account where I like use it to shitpost basically. Oh my god, I owned this sweater for a while, except it was the blue one. This was Omo Cat, who I think is like the person who made that game that I haven't played, Omori. Come on, I know there has to be dashcon posts somewhere in here. Okay, well here's another drawing that I did. You can see that my skills have improved a little bit from the One Direction drawing. Why was I out here reblogging posts like this? Guys, I was a virgin at this time, okay? Like, oh, okay. Here we go. Somebody's original watercolor of the dashcon ball pit, selling it for $20. Oh no, sorry, starting bid at $20 on eBay, price $17,000. Wow, wonder if anyone bought that. Wow, live footage from dashcon. Dashcon reminds me of that episode of SpongeBob SquarePants where Mr. Krabs charges all these kids hundreds of dollars to go to his new adventure playground, and when they get inside, it's just like... Yeah, it does sound like that was kind of the vibe. To go through the entirety of this archive would probably take days because, guys, I used to regularly hit the post limit, like, daily. Like, this blog probably has tens of thousands of posts. Okay, I don't know how there were only, like, 2 dashcon posts. I guess I didn't really care much about dashcon at the time. I was too busy reblogging Homestuck and anime, and it wasn't until after that I realized how iconic it was. Alright, let's jump ahead to 2015 to see what I was doing on this blog before I abandoned it. Looks like August 2015 was the last time that I used this blog. Wow, that's almost a decade ago. Holy shit. So real. I have like actual trauma related to minions. Alright, and this is the last post I ever posted on this blog. Alright, well, I'm gonna wrap this up because I have to go to an appointment, but I hope you enjoyed this trip down cringe memory lane with me. Let me know what your favorite post that we looked at today was. And thank you so much again for 10,000 subscribers. Let's hope we can keep the momentum going and maybe get to 50,000 next. But yeah, I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye-bye!